channel we have talked about a lot of things we can do with Google sites. In today's video we are going to look at how to set up a simple e-commerce platform using Google site. I've showed you several videos or several ways how you can actually set up an e-commerce website using Google sites. This is going to be a very simple video on how you can actually set up a very good looking functional e-commerce website using Google sites. Primarily, Google site is not meant for you to create an e-commerce website, but if you want something to get started, something simple that does the job, nothing more complicated, then watch this video till the end, because at the end of this video I'm going to show you how to set it up. Now this is something I've set up previously, so it's not just me saying. I've actually set up something like this previously, and I've showed you guys how to do it on this channel, and it works perfectly, and a lot of you guys have benefited from it. I get a lot of messages and then people are interested. So let's see exactly how this thing functions. So as you can see, it has all the necessary things. You even have my account, have shipping, everything is good, and these are some of the products. And actually you can test run this thing. So if I click on preview, let's actually preview it and see exactly how it works and how it's going to look like. So if somebody is interested now, they can easily just buy. Click on buy now, and this product is going to take them to a payment link, and once they make payment, we receive all the details and ship the products to them. Simple e-commerce stuff, right? So how can you set this thing up? You can set this thing up by going to sites.google.com. So if you get to site.google.com, one important thing you need to do is to make sure you are logged into your Google account. And how will you confirm that? You're going to confirm that by something like that. You're going to see your Google account. Now once you've confirmed that you're logged into your Google account, you are going to use any of the blank, if you want to use a blank template, because how did I set this thing up? I used a blank template, right? So simple. Select a blank template. If you don't know what a blank template is, let me show you quickly on what a blank template is, so that we can actually see exactly what I'm talking about. So this is a blank template. So of course Google site has a lot of templates, right? Not a lot, but I mean good amount of templates that you can use. If I go to gallery here, you see all of them, right? And I think sometimes they add new ones, but these are all the ones they have. And then we are going to use this blank one, because with this blank one we are going to create something simple. So now if you click on the blank one, and then it's going to take you to a blank canvas. So I'm not going to use a blank, I'm just going to use something I've done before, so that I'm going to walk you through how it is quickly, and then you get all the info that you need, right? So now that you have something like this, all you just need to do now is to add all the info. So in this particular one, what I did is to add an header image. And how did I do that? I just click on this image section, and then I think I clicked on search on select, and then once it brings this pop-up, we can either upload our own, or we can actually search. I think in my own stuff, you can actually search for images here, or color. So you can say blue, you can say blue here, and once you type blue, it's going to bring you different shades of blue. I think this is the one I used. Okay, exactly. So you can actually just click on it, and once you click on it, it's going to automatically put it right there. And then there's this thing Google site has, I think it's called anchor image, and this anchor image and this readability adjustment. So it automatically does that. But if you don't want it, if you click on remove this, you can see it's going to remove it. But of course make sure to always leave it, because it's going to automatically adjust it to fit in. Now once we've done that, all I just needed to do again was to add the name of the store. So in this case I just did KO stores. Now you can add anything, and in my own case I changed the header to impact. I changed the font to impact because I love the impact. This is what I use. So you can actually use anyone that fits you, or whatever you want to do, right? So after that, I added this section. I call it the hook section. So this is just all the best. Let me just add products, right? So how did I do this? Simple. Just let me do that again. You can just click on test, and then let me see, let me do it again. Okay, for instance, I think this is where I'm going to do it. Okay, exactly. So you can just see all the best products, right? So I added that, and then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to center it. And if you click on this section, you see that you can actually center it. Then if you come over here now, this side, let me show you. This is what I'm talking about. If you click on this color, you're going to see different colors. I just use this, but if you want to use any one, it's good. So I just added the background color, and I think I duplicated it. I'm going to delete this, and after that I just dragged it to the top. So just come over here, click on it, and you can easily drag it, as you can see. So I just dragged that to the top. Let me just put it here. So this is exactly what I did. Nothing, no magic. So I'm going to delete this one. So after I've done that, then we're going to use some of these embed features. Not even embed, this features here. So as you can see, there are so many of them. We have this content block, right? So in this case, I just use this 3. You can use 2, you can use 1, you can use 4, depending on what you're trying to do. So I'm just use this 3, and once you click on it, it's going to bring it right down here, right? So it's going to bring it right there. Let me delete this stuff. Okay, it's not needed. Okay, yeah, so once you click on it, there's going to bring it here. So in this case, I just added products, my products, right? I just downloaded these images, but of course, if you want to sell products, you already have your products. So all you just need to do is to upload your product image and then add the name of the products here, and then you can add description about your product. And then how did I add this button? It's simple. So I just go ahead, look for this section called button, click on it, give the button a name. So you can add the price now here. So I can see $200, and then I see buy now, right? So whenever they're clicking, they already know. And then I'm going to add the link. Now how do I get a link? This is where it gets tricky, right? So now you need to add a payment link. So you can actually use Stripe, PayPal, if you're in Nigeria or in Africa, Flutterwave, GigPay, any payment platform. All you just need to do is to go to the payment platform. So let's say, for instance, let me go to my PayPal. I can show you how to do this from PayPal, but you can use any platform, any payment gateway, right? So all you just need to do is to just locate it. So in your PayPal, all you just need to do now is to go to your PayPal buttons, right? There you can actually create a payment link, and in your Flutterwave you can actually just create a payment link as well, and in your Stripe just create a payment link. Look for payment links. Okay, from PayPal I can go to paid and get paid, and then I can either create, as you can see, PayPal checkout, or we can go to where's it called I'm looking for PayPal buttons. I think it's somewhere here. So if I go to this section, I'm looking for it, create shopping cart button. Exactly, this is what I'm looking for. So once you click on that, now you can then go ahead to create your payment link. So now it's simple. Follow audience info, add your product's name, right? You can add a product description if you want, it's optional. And then you can add the price here, just like I said before, it's $200. You can change the currency if you wish. Quantity, do you want to control the quantity? They can order at once. If you want to do that, you turn it on. If you don't want, turn it off. If you have an image and you want to upload it, no problem, just go ahead to drag and drop that. Yeah, very simple. You can also see more options. So I want to add product ID or customer note. All these things, very fantastic. As you can see, people makes it so easy. And what's good is this is exactly how it's going to look like. So you already know exactly what you're talking about. And then after you've done this, you can go ahead to see how the checkout looks like. You can customize that as well, add taxes, shipping, and other stuff. You can also see the confirmation link. Okay, auto return URL to set up, manage. You can go to settings to do that, and this is exactly how it's going to look like after they've made payment. So PayPal does this, and then you can actually continue. So after now, you can go ahead to save this, and after you click on build, it is going to give you a link and then that link is what you copy, and then you come over to this section and you paste that link here. Now don't forget, I just showed you with PayPal, right? You can do this with Stripe, Paystack, Flutterwave. All you just need to do is to locate payment link, create a payment link. For Paystack, I think it's called what is it called in Paystack? It's not called payment link. I think it's called payment plan or something. Just look for it, create it, and then you paste the link here. Now once you're able to paste the link here, once you're able to paste the link here, you click on insert, and then you're going to have this button. Then in my own case, I just have to make sure it fits. Then I did that, and then you can create every button for every product you add. So it's simple and very, very much simple. I just walk you through how to set this thing up. And how do you add all these pages? I mean, some pages are important in your e-commerce store, like refund policy, return policy, about your platform, about your website. If you want to add shipping information, like in this one, I added shipping info, and you can add your information here. And then if you go to my account, I clicked on my account. This is the account dashboard page, login for a subscribe member. I mean, different things. I just created this just to show you how you can easily set up an e-commerce platform using Google Sites, and it's pretty much simple to do. I just walk you through how to do it without breaking the bank. Now, what another thing you can do is, after you've created this, you get to publish it, right? So you try to publish this stuff, right? Publishing it now, you need to provide some info, right? So in this case now, I think it's just publishing. So it has published. If I want to publish it, I just click on publish, but I'm not going to publish it. But let me show you something, right? If you click on this section now, you're going to see this publish settings, review changes, view publish sites. So if I go to publish settings, so this is the name of the store. I just called it Cool Store 2, and this is the link to find the store. If you see this link now, it has this info, sites.google.com/view, and then the name of the store. So you can see some people might not want this site.google.com. That means what you have to do, you add a custom domain name. That means you need to go ahead to buy a domain first for you to be able to add to it, so that people can go to your website.com and find it without going to site.google.com, right? That's the benefit, right? So you can just go to coolstore2.com or coolstore2.info, coolstore2.anything, and find it without having to start going through this section. And then before you do that, you need to buy the domain. If you click on the link I have in the description box below, it's going to take you to Namecheap, where you can actually buy the domain. Right, so let's say you bought the domain. Now how do you connect it? I've done that video before, but let me show you quickly how you can actually connect it, if I'm not mistaken. So as you can see, a custom domain name, like, okay, it's actually said here, a custom domain name like www, your company that makes your site look professional and easier to remember. Get it with Google Workspace along with a matching email. So if you want to use your existing domain, just click on I want to use my existing domain. But if you want to use Google Workspace to achieve that, you can actually go ahead. So I'm going to click on use my existing domain. Once I click on that, I just need to enter all the info of my existing domain here. So as you can see, okay, stay logged in. Normally PayPal. Okay, so now we just click on connect domain. So all I just need to do is enter my domain name here, and then after that I'm going to click on next. It's going to give me some code to add to the DNS part of my domain. Once I add that DNS records, my domain should propagate, and after that, if I go to my domain name, let's say coolstore2.com, I'm going to see my website, my e-commerce website, fully ready. So I'm not going to do that because I've actually done that in other videos. So if you are really eager to know exactly how to do it, check on my channel, check for custom domain name with Google Sites, King Obinnar. You'll find it. It's pretty much simple, straightforward, and direct. So did you enjoy the video? Did you find it helpful? Were there things you want me to do? Now somebody might want to know how to promote this Google Site e-commerce platform. Well, to promote it is simple and not so simple. What do I mean? First of all, you need to make sure people know about your website. So if you have anyway, you have an audience or you have a little following, tell them about your website, tell them what you sell, tell them how it's beneficial, how simple it is, how they can take advantage of it. I mean, these are all the things people need. The info, give it to them, and then they can actually know exactly that your store exists, and then they can start coming together to come and buy from you. So you can actually add also WhatsApp buttons, forms, just for people to be able to connect to you or reach out to you if they experience any issue they cannot handle on the platform. So guys, I just walk you through how to set up an e-commerce website using Google Sites right now. It's very much simple, so make sure to go ahead to try it out. Subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed, and turn on the bell notification icon. I appreciate these things, they mean a lot to me. Like the video, tell people about the channel, let them subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any question or anything that I did not cover, or you are really eager to know, the comment section is there. I'm always there to answer you. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.